What's up, everybody? This is Read the Bible with me, Stan Jr., and today we're looking at chapter 2 of the book of Genesis. Chapter 2, it talks about the seventh day that God rests, and then it also talks about the creation of man and woman. So remember in chapter 1, it kind of discusses like what happened, but now we're going to talk about how it happened, right? And so we're looking in chapter 2. Before we get started, I'm just going to ask you to please click that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you'll be able to follow me and others read through the entire Bible. So I'm excited. It's going good. One chapter a day, every day. Let's look. It says, "Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day, God finished his work that he had done. And he rested on the seventh day from all of his work that he had done. So God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it God rested from all his work that he had done in creation. These are the generations of the heavens and the earth, when they were created, in the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens, when no bush of the field was yet in the land, and no small plant of the field had yet sprung up, for the Lord God had not caused it to rain on the land, and there was no man to work the ground. And a mist was going up from the land and was watering the whole face of the ground. Then the Lord God formed the man of the dust from the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And the man became a living creature. And the Lord God planted a garden in Eden in the east, and there he put the man whom he had formed, and out of the ground the Lord God made to spring up every tree that is pleasant to the sight and for good food. The tree of life was in the midst of the garden, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. A river flowed out of Eden to water the garden, and there it divided and became 4 rivers. The name of the first was Pishon. It is the one that flowed around the whole land of Havilah, where there's gold. And the gold of that land is good. Beryllium and onyx stone are there. The name of the second river is Gihon. It is the one that flowed around the whole land of Cush. And the name of the third river is Tigris, which flows east of Assyria. And the fourth river is the Euphrates. The Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and keep it. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, You may surely eat of every tree of the garden, but the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in the day that you eat, you shall surely die. Then the Lord God said, It is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helper fit for him. Now out of the ground the Lord God had formed every beast of the field, every bird of the heavens, and brought them to the man to see what he would call them. Whatever the man called every living creature, that was its name. Then the man gave names to all livestock and to the birds of the heavens and to every beast of the field, but for Adam there was not found a helper fit for him. So the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon the man. And while he slept, took one of his ribs and closed up its place with flesh. First surgery in the Bible. And the rib that the Lord God had taken from the man he made into a woman and brought her to the man. The man said, This at last is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And the man and his wife were both naked and were not ashamed. Very big point there. The man and his wife were both naked and not ashamed. I think part of the reason they were not ashamed about their appearance is because they didn't have anyone else to compare themselves to. And I think a lot of times when we're looking horizontally, when we're looking around and comparing ourselves, where it's hard for us to please the Lord. It's hard for us to look to God. If we would look to God, we won't be thinking about what people think about us, because we're thinking more so about what God thinks about us. So whenever you're feeling low self-confidence or feeling insecure, you got to make sure that your eyes aren't on the wrong things. You're not looking at the wrong things. There's a story about Hawaii before it became a state. They had no reports of depression, no reports of anxiety, but once it became a state and it got American television, American radio, then reports of depression came up, and some reports of anxiety and some reports of anorexia came up, because they were now putting their eyes on the American culture. So I think it's very important that you keep your eyes on the Lord, especially if you're young, and not on everything else around you. Focus on pleasing God, not pleasing people. So that was chapter 2 of Genesis. And the next time you see me, we'll be reading chapter 3. I pray that this is helping you. And if it is, take a minute and share it with somebody. Take your friends. Tell somebody, hey, this guy's reading the Bible every day. It'd be something to do just to listen to it in the morning. Just turn it on and let it play behind you as you on your way to work, or let it play as you're getting dressed, or whatever. Read the Bible every day. It will change your life. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow or whenever you watch this video, okay? Peace.